good evening, good afternoon, traders and students all around the world. This is FXPassion broadcasting you live on YouTube, and this is Forex Trading Course 101. Remember, we are over the first two modules. We are over the basic and the beginner module. Everybody. Hello Salbakti, hello Akos, hello Eni, hello Miguel, hello Zuelis, hello VA, hello Patak, and hello Vincent. Everybody remember, these webinars are not trading or investment advice, especially not this week because we are starting the Forex trading week, where we are going to implement what we have learned until now. We are going to implement the basic module and the beginner module, and we are going to trade, everybody, together with this knowledge. In the meantime, please type in the chat a trade that you want to check. Remember, first comes, first is served. So type the currency pair, the time frame, and what is your idea, long or short. Okay? First comes, first is served. Sound too low, sound too low, sound too low. Everybody, is the sound too low? Hello Dennis, everybody, is the sound too low or is the sound okay? Low volume, okay. What about now? Better? Better? Okay, everybody, remember that we are trying to build a strategy and or a system that it's easy for us to obey, easy to understand, and easy to follow. We are trying to understand the pillar number 2, which is the risk management, and we are trying to learn about the psychology, which is the big one. And talking about psychology, what do champion beginner traders say? Champions beginner traders say that I am not going to live and die on a trade by trade basis, and this is the quote from Mark Douglas. Also remember, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. And if you have homeworks or questions, you can send your homeworks on questions on my Gmail, on my Skype, and on my LinkedIn if you want. And then it says, hello time to shine, sir. Much better, okay. GBP, JPY 30. Dennis, are you long? Are you short? What are you? We're going to open GBP, JPY 30-minute chart. GBP, JPY 30-minute chart, and then we are going to Dennis, would you be so kind and type what is your trading time frame? What is your trading time frame? And tell us if you are long, if you are short. And then we are going to implement what we have learned so far. So we are going to get rid of the indicators. We didn't learn the indicators yet, you know. Get rid, and let's see. Short, GBP, JPY 30 minutes short, okay, so 1 hour, 4 hour weekly, okay, and get rid of this, and get rid of this, remove all. Okay, this is not the right one. So let's go on GBP, JPY 30 minutes short, right? And then time to shine after we finish with GBP, JPY, if we have time. Sound issue, please increase it. No? Most of the traders and students say that sound is okay. Patak. I don't believe it's a sound issue because I have the microphone is in front of me. Hello MHB boss. Okay, 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart, and exit. Let's go on the daily. Nothing, we need to do everything from scratch, everybody, so we're going to open a new one. Oh, where are the lessons, okay. And we are going to build from scratch, everybody, because I don't have the pivot points, the support and resistance levels. Okay, so GBP JPY, okay, and we are going to start from the monthly first. GBP JPY monthly chart, right? Okay, I don't know if those are the correct lines, but let's say that they are. Okay, so transparency, and everybody, is this the lower band? Is this the correct lower band? I'm sorry, Akos, but the majority of traders and students says that they can hear normally. Christian says sound okay. Miguel says no, it's not better. Okay. Everybody, can somebody confirm if this is the lower band? Anyway, what do we have? We learned about, so far we learned about structure, right? Extension, retracement, and this is here. We're going to color code like this, transparency, and something like this. Time to shine 117. Okay, so this is the lower. Okay, great. Remember, Dennis is shorting the 30-minute chart. Everybody, what is your opinion on GBP JPY? Should we go short? Should we go long? What should we do? Okay, and let's try to find some pivot points, maybe. Okay, this is a pivot point, and let's see, this is maybe some kind of pivot point, right? And let's see this one, pivot point, and what is this one? What is this? Resistance? No, pivot point again. Let me check if there is one more, maybe. Lows, highs, lows. Okay. So we learned about in the basic module and in the beginner module, boss and to all two. Victor, you are the boss, you know. So this is what we have learned, right? About market structure, highs and lows, the market wave, the support, resistance, everything. And what we learned so far, everybody, is that the higher time frame controls the smaller time frame, right? Now, this is the monthly chart. Okay, this is the monthly chart. When we look at the monthly chart, we need to answer two questions. Number one, what is the chart? What is the market? What is the market doing long term on this chart? And number two, what is the market doing short term? Okay. And some of you are going to say, well, but we are trading on the 30-minute chart. And the answer is yes, but if you don't know what is the monthly chart doing long term, and if you don't know what is the monthly chart doing short term, then you cannot make sense out of your winners and losers. So everybody, what do you think? What is the market doing long term on the GBP JPY monthly chart? And what is the market doing short term on the GBP JPY monthly chart? Oh, and we are most likely we are sideways. Let me see, something like this, clone. Okay. What do you think, everybody? What is the market doing long term and what is the market doing short term? And you can answer long term up, short term down. You can say long term down, short term up. You can say long term I don't know, short term I don't know. And any combination. Long term range bound, I think. What about short term? What about the short term? And especially Dennis, what do you think? You asked for GBP JPY 30-minute chart short. What do you think this market is doing long term and short term? Everybody, what do you think? Don't be shy, we are here to learn. There is no right or wrong. Okay? What do you think? Sideways extension monthly chart, yes? But still the question remains, everybody, what is the market doing long term and what is the market doing short term? Right? If this is the monthly chart and you have a bearish candle still moving, what are the other charts doing, everybody? If you have the monthly candle going down, looks like bearish, but we need to wait until the end of the month in order to have a confirmation. What do you think, what is happening on the other charts? Any sideways, it's up, short term short, long term long. Okay, great. Thank you, Time to Shine. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, anybody else? Especially Dennis. King, it looks like we missed a position trade together with long-term bias long. Yes, you did. Long-term market is going up because it touched the down band. Yes. Correct, everybody. So long-term this market is up. But short term looks like, because this is the monthly candle, it's going down, right? Perfect, congratulations. Now we are going to clone the chart and we are going to go on the weekly. And we are going to try to understand what is happening. What about the weekly, everybody? This is the weekly chart. Pivot points are the same. The sideways movement is the same. But we have the same two questions. What is the market doing long term and what is the market doing short term? On the weekly chart, as you can see, everybody, now that we jumped, and this lesson, don't forget, this lesson is about candlestick formations. If we jump from the monthly to the weekly, what is the market doing long term and what is the market doing short term? Everybody? Time to Shine. Salbakti, long term long because touch lower monthly band, has to go upper monthly band, short term sideways, going to go to the upper band. Not on the monthly. On the monthly, look at the candle. What defines the short-term movement on the monthly chart, everybody, is the most recent candle. And this most recent candle right now, it's totally bearish. So short-term right now, because we want to trade, right? We want to make pips and money. Short-term right now, this market is down. Short term is down, it's not up. Long term is up, short term on the monthly. And when you take in consideration the candles, everybody, and the logic, what is the weekly chart doing short term and long term? And remember, there is no right or wrong. So if you are going to win, everybody, on the 30-minute chart, it doesn't matter what currency pair, or if you are going to lose, the answer, oh man, what did I lose, you know, or oh man, great, but why did I win? The answer is the higher time frame, because the higher time frame controls the smaller time frame. Long term is down because it bounced from the pivot. No sir. No sir. Long term, everybody, is the big picture. What is the big picture on the weekly chart? And everybody, here is the thing. If you are going to have, I'm not talking to you, Dennis, but I'm talking to everybody. If you are going to have a difficult time understanding the Forex trading week when we want to trade and enter the market, and sometimes we are going to do this, go back and Stohastic YouTube webinar page and start to watch the basic module. What is market structure? What is the big picture, everybody? What is the market doing long term on the weekly chart? I thought short term is more of a smaller trend rather than a candlestick. No sir. Everybody, you have a long-term bias and a short-term bias on every time frame. We talked about this. You have structure on every time frame. Even the 30-minute chart and the 15-minute chart has a long-term view and a short-term view. So the answer is no, everybody. It's not that, oh, the 15-minute time frame is short term. You know? You have structure and extensions and retracement on every time frame. Okay, everybody, so weekly chart, what do you think? The weekly is not clear to me. It looks more or less up. Okay, great, Annie. Now, for everybody, if the weekly is not clear to you, but the monthly it is, you know, so you put your monthly chart on the side and you put your weekly chart on the side. What about now, Annie? Is it clearer what we are looking at? Is it clear that this quadrant, everybody, this quadrant is this quadrant? And of course, it's going to take some time to spatially see what we are talking about. And remember, we also learned about the different stories, right? What about now, everybody? What do you think? What is the market doing long term on the weekly, and what is the market doing short term on the weekly? Passion, but I want to trade. You cannot trade until you understand how the market works. You cannot just jump on the 30-minute chart and 1-hour chart and think that you are going to be a consistently profitable trader, everybody. It doesn't work like this. And of course, you can accept what we are telling you. You can reject, you know. You can say, oh, I'm going to the 15-minute chart or 1-hour chart and I'm going to be a trader. Well, okay, no problem, you know. So the traders that are together with the 2-3 years, what do you think? And the new ones, what is the weekly doing? Is it up or down? What is the market doing on the weekly long term, and what is the market doing weekly short term? And Dennis, you are shorting the market on the 30-minute chart. Yes, it's the same, right? Okay, it's more or less the same. So long term on the weekly, long term on the weekly it's up. Now let's check the candles. Let's check the candles. So the previous candle was bearish and we are here right now, right? $1,000,000 question, or €1,000,000 or €1,000,000 question. Can I make my decision to enter in the 30-minute chart based on the weekly candle, not closed? Dennis and everybody else who is on the 30-minute chart, what do you think? Can I make my decision to enter in the 30-minute chart based on the weekly candle which is not closed yet? What do you think? Weekly still long term and long short term. 1 month and we have short signal. And it says up. Long term long, short term short. Is that a dark cloud cover? Yes, it is. Everybody, I have a 20 seconds delay. Okay, can I make my decision to enter based on the weekly candle which is not closed? What do you think? What do you think, everybody? MHB says no, 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 correct, no, right? I can't. Can I make, now here is the next one. Can I make my decision to enter in the 30-minute chart based on the weekly candle, based on the previous weekly candle that is closed? So slightly a different question, everybody. So the correct answer is now, the first answer is no. Now question number 2, can I make my decision to enter in the 30-minute chart based on the previous weekly candle that is closed and it's bearish? And thank you, Time to Shine, you already answered. No, make your decision of the previous closed candle. We can look on 1 month candlestick formation. Okay, everybody, so this is the weekly. Okay, now we don't have the crystal ball, right? But the previous candle was down, right? And if we are going to make 1 plus 1 plus 1, right? So the monthly chart right now, the monthly chart is forming a bearish candle, but it's a monthly chart, so we are just seeing what is the market doing right now. Then we go on the weekly chart and we see that we have a dark cloud cover, but the candle, the weekly candle, it's kind of maybe bearish, you know, maybe undecision. Okay, and then we are going to clone again the chart and we are going to open the daily, which is going to be, so weekly again, we are going to go on the daily and we are going to ask ourselves, everybody, the same question. What is the market doing long term and what is the market doing short term? Now, here is the thing, what we have learned so far is that many times the monthly and the weekly are more or less the same, but the daily, many times, is going to be completely different. and I'm talking about the market structure, highs and lows and everything else, right? So sideways movement, you know, and inside this sideways movement we have the uptrend, we had the downtrend, you know, and the market wave, extension, okay, again, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension. Okay, let's color code this in yellow, like this. Okay, this is the market wave. And we have the same question, everybody. What is the market doing long term on the daily? And what is the market doing short term? And here we have higher high, higher low, higher high, you know, and we're going to color code this in red. And remember, Dennis is shorting the market on the 30-minute chart. Okay? And we can draw the uptrend line, right? And this is the daily, everybody. What do you think? Did Dennis and everybody now let's be clear on something. There is no right or wrong, okay? You can go long, you can go short. We are just going to have different probabilities of success, you know? Okay, now look at the daily chart. Who in here thinks that the short rate on the 30-minute chart is risky, and why? Daily structure is in a downtrend. Yes, sir. Everybody? Dennis, what do you think? Is shorting the market on the 30-minute chart risky based on what you see on the daily? Long term down, short term up. Yes, sir. Long term down, short term retracement. Absolutely correct. So, what do you think, everybody? Is shorting the market on the 30-minute chart risky, yes or no? And we're talking about a reasonable risk, okay? Technical risk. Based on what you see, is shorting the market on the 30-minute chart riskier than maybe going long? What do you think? And before you answer, everybody, try to explain also why. So you can say, oh yes, entering a short trade on the 30-minute chart is risky because, or you can say, no, entering a short trade on the 30-minute chart is okay because, what do you think? Everybody, the lessons and the webinars are not going to help you until you implement the theory, the theoretical knowledge into the live market. It's risky. Why? Christian says on the daily we have 2 higher highs, 2 higher lows. Yes, it's risky to short the market on the third. Okay, why? Everybody? Risky because you take a position in a retracement. But Dennis can say to you, everybody, but the market is falling on the 30-minute chart. This is what Dennis most likely sees. Dennis is going to say to you, but on the 30-minute chart, the market is down. Everybody, the answer is if you understand how to think and if you understand the logic, why the monthly chart short term is down, you can simply translate this to the daily chart into relation to the 30-minute chart. Seems risky right now because the retracement is not over right now. Risky because you take a position in a retracement, there isn't a change in the short-term trend. Yes, it is time to shine, but not on the daily time frame. Dennis, would you be so kind and type in the chat what number was your entry and what number is your stop loss and what number is your take profit? Because no short-term trend change for Vincent. Yes, maybe not on the daily, but it confirmed. Remember, Dennis entered on the 30-minute chart. Thank you, Salbakti. Yes, we also have past support, right? This is past support. Thank you. What do you think, everybody? What is the answer? Because believe me, on the 30-minute chart, there is a downtrend and down structure. And you need to learn how to think, everybody. You can, if you learn how to think, you can just translate the way how you think to different charts and different currency pairs and different combinations. Entry 1, 3, 5, 6. So let's color code this in black and like this and like this. 1, 3, 5.6. Okay, this is the entry. And like this. This is going to be the entry. Stop loss 135.95. Stop loss 135.95. Okay. Thank you, Dennis. So, what do you think, my friend? How your trade looks like from the daily perspective? And remember, there is no right or wrong. 134.41. Great risk-reward ratio. Look at the chart, Dennis, and everybody else, but Dennis, especially you and everybody, we are trying to learn how to think. How is your trade, everybody? If this was you, how is your trade? How is your trade looking from the daily chart? Good or bad? And remember, we don't have the crystal ball. Take profit. Is your trade looking good? Is your trade looking bad? What do you think? From the daily chart first. Is it something to do with no breaking the structure low, therefore risky? Time to shine, and everybody else, you need to understand that, and you are going to see this. What you see on the daily, it's going to be a totally different picture from what you see on the 30-minute chart. You know? And we are trying to learn how to think as traders, and we are trying to understand probability. Okay? So, if you look at the daily chart, and you have And no, the daily chart, it's not the confirmation time frame from the 30-minute chart, but the daily chart is going to dictate price action and direction and movement on the 4-hour chart, 1-hour chart, and also the 30-minute chart. You know? So what do you think, everybody? How this trade looks like to you? We don't know, right? I mean, Dennis can win, right? The market can go down and hit his take profit. And also the market can go up and stops him out. And the third one, the market can do anything it wants. The market can go sideways, you know. We don't know. We don't have the crystal ball, but talking about our education and the concepts, you know, and what we have learned so far, what do you think? Look at the picture. From the daily standpoint, maybe, just maybe, did Dennis enter prematurely? And me too, you know, we are together in this one. Did me and Dennis enter prematurely from the daily perspective, from the daily view? Stoyan, it is risky to short because we have the short-term uptrend with bullish candlestick formation in the direction of this short-term trend, plus the 4-hour chart is in a no trade zone. Wow. Wow, congratulations, Stoyan. Congratulations, Stoyan. Now, Stoyan, would you be so kind and type in the chat what we need to do to get to the perception level that we can answer like you? How do you learn this much? Bullish engulfing yesterday. Yes, sir. What does this mean? What does this mean, bullish engulfing? Is this risky on the 30-minute chart or not? Everybody, and remember, we are learning how to think, because you can enter the same trade on the 1-hour chart and or on the 2-hour chart, right? You know? And Dennis and everybody else. So, and there is one more question, you know? How does this trade look like? Number one, from a scalper perspective, and number two, from a swing trader perspective. What do you think? It's risky on the 30-minute chart. That was the closed candle. Look at this trade, everybody. And especially you, Dennis, and try to learn something. How does this trade look to you from a scalper's perspective and from a swing trader perspective? You can say scalper good, swing trader bad. You can say scalper bad, swing trader bad. You can say scalper good, swing trader good. You can say scalper, I have no idea. From a swing trader, I have also no idea. What do you think? There is no right or wrong. Okay, everybody, let's move on, alright? Because we have 15 more minutes. So, number one, this is not a scalp trade, right? Because scalpers are trading 1 for 1. They're going to risk 1 to earn 1. So now from the daily, we are going to jump on the 4-hour chart, and then finally we are going to jump on the 30-minute chart. Oh, thank you. The 3 steps are learn, implement, and reflect. Thank you, Stoyan. Everybody, Stoyan gave you his method of learning. Learn, implement, and reflect. Okay, so let's jump now. We're going to clone and let's jump on the 4-hour chart. Okay, 4-hour chart, everybody. Did I mess with the entry? 1356. No, it's okay. So from the 4-hour chart, what can we see, right? 4-hour chart, we have up structure, but why did Dennis short the market? Because Dennis saw lower low, lower high, you know, maybe lower low, something like this, you know. So this is the 4-hour chart. What about now, everybody? Did Dennis enter into a risky trade, shorting the market? And remember, we are not there yet. This is the 4-hour chart, but if you are trading, everybody, from the 30-minute chart, the 4-hour time frame is your confirmation time frame. What do you think? Did he enter a risky trade? Maybe yes, maybe no. Is the market going to push up? Maybe yes, maybe no. But what are the probabilities saying to you? And remember, on the 4-hour chart, we have past resistance, right? Past resistance, something like this. There you go. So, was Dennis right or wrong in his analysis, everybody? What do you think? And remember, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. Was Dennis missing something from his analysis? Question on the other streaming platform. Passion, can we do this? Absolutely yes. You can do anything you want. But this is the question, everybody. This is the question. So you have the daily chart where the market hit past support and made a bullish candlestick formation, but on the 4-hour chart the market hit past resistance. Now, before you enter to the 30-minute chart and jump, between those two, who is stronger? The market is in an uptrend and the daily in the 4-hour, therefore entering short is a risky trade. Thank you, Miguel. What do you think, Dennis? Everybody, there is no right or wrong, okay? Dennis can win, the market can do anything it wants, but we are trying to learn how to think as a trader. You know, remember that the 30-minute chart, you know, is the trading time frame, and the 4-hour chart is the confirmation time frame. Daily stronger. Okay, great, perfect, time to shine. Daily stronger, yes sir. Now, if the daily is stronger, can Dennis win? Everybody? If the daily is stronger, the question is, can Dennis win? And we're talking about probabilities, alright? Head and shoulder. Okay, so the 4-hour chart. Patak is seeing the head and shoulder. What does this mean to you, Patak? It's time to go short or it's time to go long? It's a risky trade, but I'm shorting the retracement. Great. Great. So, what if this market, everybody? So here is what you need to learn. Good point, bad point. Bad point for you, Dennis, the market made a higher high. This is the bad point. Okay? You entered when the market made a higher high. This is the bad point. Short-term trend, yes. Short-term trend on the 4-hour chart, the market made a higher high. This is the bad point. Now, the good point is that the market didn't break the relevant high of the 4-hour chart. Okay? So, can we win? Yes, we can, but as you said, it's a risky trade. Everybody, do you understand this? Can we win on this one? Yes, we can, because the market didn't break the relevant high on the 4-hour chart, and the 4-hour chart is the confirmation time frame to the 30-minute chart. Does this make sense to you, everybody? So we can still win, but in a series of 10 trades, you know, we need to check the numbers. So are we winning more than we are losing? You know, because if we win or lose, everybody, is just one trade. This doesn't mean anything, but as most of you said, this is a risky trade. And what represents a risk to this risky trade is the daily chart. Why is the other high not relevant? Which one? Time to shine. What other high? You have only 2 highs showing you the short-term downtrend on the 4-hour chart. Could be because it's still in a daily retracement and could go to uptrend line, and in 4-hour chart it seems it's starting a sideways trend. Also, yes, as we said, the market can go down, the market can go up, and the market can also go sideways. But we want to make everybody, why are these Forex trading week lessons? Because we want to learn how to make consistent profits. Okay? This is why we want to make consistent profits. And in order to make consistent profits, we need to understand probabilities and the edge. Everybody? Okay? So, can we win? Yes, we can, but as Dennis said, this is a risky trade, you know? Now, just to make sure, so Dennis, would you enter in the same trade if the market would do something like this and start to fall? On the 12th June. Oh, you mean why is the, well, look at the red, look at the black line and you're going to understand. See the black line? Time to shine. This is, some of you, everybody, have still challenges how to spatially see the market wave. The market wave extension, retracement extension, it's made of relevant highs and lows. And Great question, time to shine. And June 12th, circle, this high is not relevant. Dennis says, no, great answer. Congratulations, Dennis. Of course not. Okay. And lastly, everybody, we're going to jump to the clone chart and jump to the 30-minute chart finally, right? Finally. Oh, Passion, should I analyze everything you said in this lesson for just one trade on the 30 minutes? I mean, must I go every time on the monthly and the weekly and the daily? And the answer is yes. Yes, you should. If you're one of my traders that it's working in my hedge fund, in my firm, the answer is yes. Absolutely yes. You must do this 100% of the time. Delete, delete, delete. Okay, everybody, so now this is a 30-minute chart, right? We are going to compress the chart, 30-minute chart. So the market was making higher highs, higher low. We were in an uptrend on the smaller scale. On the smaller scale, we were in an uptrend starting from here. And then we had the aggressive uptrend on the 30-minute chart, right? And this is the, we are here right now. So good point, bad point, right? What is the bad point? Well, Dennis, you are shorting the market where the market broke the downtrend line. Would you agree? Would you agree, Dennis, that you are shorting the market when the market broke the downtrend line? Right? And extension retracement, the market wave, you have the first extension leg, you know, you have the first extension leg that it's up because the market made the higher high, right? So the now everybody, this is the what we need to learn, how to address the technical risk. What is the technical risk? Well, the technical risk is, so we have here the 4-hour time frame and we have the 30-minute chart. Technical risk for the 30-minute chart, number one, the market broke the downtrend line. And number two, the market made the first extension leg. Why is that? Because the market made a higher high. This high is higher than this high. And last question, everybody, if me and Dennis are going to win, are we going to win because we know what the market's going to do, or are we going because we got lucky? Oh man, this hurts, you know. No, it's not. We are just talking about technicals. Was the June 12 the relevant high on the 30-minute chart? Time to shine, you need to be more specific, my friend. When you say relevant high, what you are talking about? You are talking about structure, the market wave, the short-term trend. Okay. Last question, everybody, before we end today's webinar. If me and Dennis are going to profit take, did we get lucky or did we enter a high probability trade? Lucky, lucky, lucky. Why? No, I'm not lucky, no. I know the market's going to fall. Why we got lucky? Why we got lucky? How can you say to a trader, How can you say to a student trader that he gets lucky? Because as soon as you tell me that, oh, Passion, you got lucky, I'm going to tell you, no, I know the market is going to fall. What do you think? There is no right or wrong. We are just trying to make sense out of our winners and our losers. I don't know. Thank you. This is why we are lucky, everybody. And Dennis, again, you can accept what we are teaching you. You can reject, no problem. But if this is extension, we cannot know until where the market is going to fall. There is no chance for me to know that I'm going to short the market in here and I'm going to profit take. There is no chance. And if you have a trader or a teacher or a mentor or everybody or anybody that is telling you, yes, I know the market is going to fall from here to here, well, then good luck. Believe me, Dennis and everybody else, there is no chance that you are going to know until where the market is going to retrace. So can we win? Yes, we can, but how we enter this trade, this is going to be luck. And if you don't believe me, try to think. If you know until the market is going to raise, then we would be millionaires already. There is not a chance. Okay, everybody, thank you for your time. See you back tomorrow with another Forex trading day. We are in the Forex trading week. Okay, I'm sorry, Salbakti, for the AJPY.